Hello, everyone, and welcome to round number 1 of the Tier 2 Championship in Season 6 of the Breakout Racing League. We are back after a long 3 weeks of off-season, and we're ready to get racing back underway once again in Breakout Racing League. I'm Hank Hetra alongside with Echo, this time up in the booth for Tier 2. But before we get into the rest of, the activities of today, let's go through what is entirely at stake here for the drivers. We are at the Sakir race at the Bahrain Grand Prix, located 19 miles southwest from the capital of Bahrain at Manama. It is the 16th race held in the Kingdom of Bahrain. It was first held in 2004, and it is also the 7th race that has been held in the Bahrain Grand Prix. There's 15 corners, 5.412 kilometers, 3.363 miles, 3 DRS zones at the exit of turn 15, the final corner, turn 3, and turn 10. Keep an eye on that for overtaking maneuvers going on in the Grand Prix. There's 29 laps ahead of us at this racetrack, and we're going to use the C4, the C3, and the C2 tires. The C4 is the red-marked soft compound tire, the fastest but the least durable. The C3 is the medium compound tire marked by the yellow wool. Keep an eye on the drivers going to try to keep it and qualify with those tires. Right now, Zito and Drex both have that tire fitted for their qualifying lap. Keep an eye on that. It is the best balanced race. Spec tire is 0.6 of a second slower a lap.
All right, and Danny Rick has already spun his tires, already got some tire wear on that, so it looks like his tires are going to be a little bit way too heated for right now. Good thing he's still in the outlast, so he doesn't have to worry about that, as Unsighted has left the lobby. Let's try to get him back in here.
Yeah. Real quick. And like I said, now the C2 tire, the hard compound white wool striped tire, which is 1.2 seconds a lap slower. Last season's pole sitter was BRL Neymar with a 125.063, and he also was the Grand Prix victor of that day, as DXC Ishigo is going to be the first one to come and start a flying lap of Season 6 of Tier 2. But like onto the Neymar, he was disqualified after running an assist that he did not use, which he was promoted to Tier 1 later, which also Formula was declared the race winner from that race. But yep, like I said, DXC Ishigo, the first driver. Actually, no, it's going to be Endrex. Exit of turn 3 on the medium compounded tire. The C3, like I said, is the most balanced, best race spec, but it's not really good on the course of one lap compared to the soft compound tire, least amount of grip, and that is he's trying to get back onto the track away from the rest of the field in their qualifying laps. He does so, and Sided is actually back in the lobby, so we're all good there.
As Ichigo looks like he's going to take his time right now. He's coming up to the sharpest turn of the track. It's really the most difficult turn if you're not paying attention. It's a good enter and good exit, but nope. Actually, he's going to back off with this lap. So, go off with Ichigo. So I
believe that would mean Alfa Romeo.
Sure.
Is that Ritzy or is that Skeppy? That is Ritzy. Ritzy will be the first one to cross the line.
Ritzy locks up the front right tire as he gets a good exit going to this back straight. Comes to turn 23, 24. Can he get a good exit? Locks up the right tire again.
So coming around, we set the first flying lap of Season 6 for Tier 2 is a 25.549 for the Alfa Romeo. Ishigo on a backed off lap. That is Q-Man. Promoted from Tier 4, he's up to a 27.3. Zeno on the softs, which is 27.0, or the medium, sorry, 27.0.
Sync Pizzuto comes in with 25.3 on this banker lap. Is it? Might be his banker lap. Probably could see a little bit more from Sync.
Possibly so. I believe that is going to be the Hasa Mitch. Goes across the line. He goes provisional pole, 25.251. And I believe that is Killer, also on the mediums, on the Renault compound of tire with a 27.272. And Androx with a 2 minute after they spin. That is going to be, who else just set the lap there?
I'm not sure who just crossed the line. I think it was Danny Rick.
Danny Rick.
Yeah, Danny Rick with a 131.4.
It's going to be Sweller, or is that going to be the other Alpha Tower? It's going to be Sweller, I may have actually...
Smoking Ginger comes through the line and gets a 130.3. Solid banker lap for him. Puts him up to P7 for right now.
Festus goes up to P7 on the medium compound, 27.501 for the Williams driver, as I believe that is going to be DXD coming around the final corner on his flying. Nope, he goes in boxes, cannot improve on that. That's going to be the Alfa Romeo. Is that going to be Ritzy, who does box. That is going to be the Williams of, not the Williams, the Renault of Saxman, the Tier 2 champion from last season. He goes up to P4, 26.808 on the soft compound of tire. I believe that is going to be a Ferrari. Is that going to be Furby? Let's see. Is he going to start a flying lap? I believe.
Yes, he is.
It's going to be an Alpha Tauri. Decided to start his flying lap. And Andrex goes ahead of his teammate Festus and 27.420 on the medium compound of tire as well.
You know what I just noticed? The two McLarens are actually doing separate strategies. Zeno qualified to P5 with a 27.0 on mediums, and Qman is on softs with a 27.3. Could we see two different strategies from McLaren? And both are in the top 10, so they're going to be ones to look out for.
Keep in mind, the drivers in the top five have to start the race on the tires they qualified on. So if you are on those medium compounded tire, you have the preferred strategy. The preferred strategy here, medium to hard. Obviously, the soft hard is still doable, but the tires start to degrade so much quicker on the C4 compounded tire. Like I said, they are the least durable, but the quickest over the course of one lap. But that's not going to be what you're being judged on in the Grand Prix itself.
As we get to that, we see FaceTime has jumped up to P6, and TTM Mitch has jumped up to provisional pole with a 25.2 on soft compound tires. So, good little banker lap for Mitch. Right now, we see the top three are all into 125s.
Yes, they are. Skeppy starts a flying lap. We're on board with Furby. He's actually going to box back out of his lap, unsighted across the final corner. He'll go up to P4, a 25.578 for the Alpha Tauri driver. I believe that is going to be the Williams. Is going to be Andrex? Is going to be Face Test? It's going to be Andrex coming to the final corner. He will box, not improve.
I believe Skeppy is still on his lap. He's coming up to the most sharpest turn in Bahrain. Gets a decent little entrance. Can he get a good exit? Yes, he does. DRS activated.
So around this sector of Bahrain, the end of Sector 2 and the start of Sector 3, right here, this very, very difficult corner. Now into Turn 13, which honestly I prefer is actually, quite say, is one of the hardest corners on the track. Going through now into Turn 14 and 15, now the final two corners for Skeppy. He's now, right now, he's going to see what he can do in relation to his teammate, Ritzy, up into P3 right now with a 25.5 for the other Alfa Romeo. Goes Skeppy, P5.
Skeppy up to P5, but I think he got hindered though a little bit because Danny Rick was actually an AI on the racing line.
As we see Stewart's intervention with that. Look at this though. This is going to be quite the interesting strategy. Ishigo has actually bolted on the medium compounded tire. Right now in 13th place, he has his soft banker lap. So we'll see if he can try to improve over the mediums, possibly get in the top 10. Everyone else right now has voted on the soft compound tire, thinking the soft hard could be the way to go.
Yeah, happening. It looks like most of the drivers in Tier 2 are actually going to try to go for the soft hards. They are quite capable and they're quite safe with their tires. So we could see soft hards, or some people could actually be more aggressive and go soft, medium. You never know. As Face Test just now put on the sauce in the pits.
I don't know. The two-stop, what I've seen, is quicker over the course of the opening stint and the final stint. But yet, after the second stint, we have to pit onto another set of medium, or pitting off of that second set of soft. It's just not enough time to go catch those runners who are doing the one stop from the medium to the hard. So it's just not enough time. So the one stop looks like it will be the preferred strategy for most drivers here. It's either going to be from the mediums, the yellow wool compound tire, or the soft, the red wool compound tire, onto the hards. DXD around the final corner, a little bit wide, going through turn 14 and through 15. And now he goes up to the line. He's P13 at the moment. P7, 26.735 for the Racing Point.
All right. We're going to need Danny Rick to get off of AI because he just ruined Zeno's lap as well. So we're going to have to see about that real soon.
think actually does improve. Q-Man goes up 27.1, and the McLaren up to P11 so far.
Zeno comes around the final turn, goes across the line, and still P10. I think he went off of his lap for that one.
He started a flying lap. Danny Rick is really out of gas, and an AI.
That's not good.
Indruk starting a flying lap. I believe that was the Alpha Tauri. Is that Sweller? Yes, it was Sweller. He was a race winner last season in BRL Season 5 Tier 2. He won at the United States Grand Prix. He could probably think about that again.
And to cut you off right now, ARS Fercho, he just broke his front wing off of Danny Rick.
A possible another steward's inquiry could be against the Haas driver for being an AI. Not sure what the issue is. But yeah, he has front wing damage on his left front. No end plate on the Red Bull. Let's go back to Sweller. Like I said, he won the United States Grand Prix last season. He could possibly put up some more victories and challenge for maybe a championship in Season 6 of Tier 2. Can it be done? We're going through, I believe that is going to be Saxman in the Renault. I talk about the championship. Our last season's champion is going to be starting a flying lap on the medium compounded tire. That is going to be the McLaren. That's Zeno. He's P11 at the moment.
Ritchie has spun around. Ritchie has spun around and lost all his front wing. What happened there?
Not sure. He does have no front wing at the exit of turn 10, I believe, is where he lost that and had a little bit of an off. But there's still enough time to go into the pits, replace his front wing, and go out for another run. While we were saying that, Sweller gone up to P3 with a 25.356 in the Alpha Tauri. Like I said, he could be challenging for some wins. He's showing it right now. I believe that's Skeppy. No, it's not Skeppy. It was a Ferrari. It may have been Furby. Furby starting. Actually, may have been on a lap. Yes, he just did. 26.404 ahead of the Racing Point of DXE Ishigo in P11 at the moment.
As we go on to 5 minutes and 40 seconds left in this quality session, TTM Mitch, the driver from Tier 3 last season, is bleeding this qualifying right now. Good showing from the previous Tier 3 driver running up from almost getting that Tier 3 championship. But yeah, he's really showing that he belongs here, and he's really showing people how this pace should be. As he goes purple in the second sector.
Face task goes up to P7 in the Williams at 25.606 for him. Great lap indeed. So that's going to put him closer up to the front. We have a Haas going through the front. It may be Mitch. Is it going to be Mitch?
Yes, it is Mitch.
He's going to go faster.
Oh,
yes, he does. He goes into the 24s. 24.8.
TTM Mitch showing it how it's done. Flying the Haas colors once again.
It's inside of the Alpha Tauri. We'll start a flying lap with 4 minutes and 41 seconds left to go in the qualifying session here for round 1 here at Bahrain in the Tier 2 Championship for Season 6. So keep in mind, we'll see who will be the front runners going through, because usually if you win the opening Grand Prix, it doesn't always mean this, but it usually means you could be a favorite to be in the championship fight. Around the final corner, Furby will go in box in the Ferrari, boxing off. And right now it looks like Zinger. Looks like he is on a flying lap. May have actually been. See here.
We have another spin. I think it was Skeppy. Yep, Skeppy spun.
Yes, it is Skeppy.
Daniel Ricciardo really has to go into the pits. What is he doing? He's ruining a lot of laps. I'm sorry to say it, but like, this, wow.
This is Saxman going to the line. He will box. I believe Skeppy, is he going to box or is he going to stay out? He is going to also box. That leaves Mitch. Mitch will go in as well. He'll go in the box as well. As now we have an Alpha Tauri. Is that going to be undecided? He's valid so far. Can he improve? He's a 25.578. In P6 at the moment, can he go match his teammate? Yes, he does go P2 with a 25.392 in the Alpha Tauri. The Red Bull, though, is that going to be Fercho? Fercho will start his flying lap on the medium compounded tire. 3 minutes left, so he has to get this tire and this lap all hooked up if he wants a chance to go into the top 10 and start on those medium compound tire. The next guy up will go to Q-Man on an outlap. And then McLaren through turn 13 right now, going on to the final 2 corners, the penultimate corner, approaching up. Heavy braking zone, I would say, into a right-hander, going into a slight kink of turn 15. As he goes around to start his flying lap with 2 minutes and 38 seconds left to go in the session. Next one after him will be Williams. As Mitch is retired, he thinks that lap is not going to be rivaled, and he, right now, is on a provisional pole for Tier 2, Round 1 at Bahrain. And will it stay that way? Going through, Hendricks will start his flying lap with Williams. 2 minutes, 16 seconds left to go for the Williams driver. Is it going to be enough? Can he get a lap out of it? DXC Ishigo on the soft compound tire in E13. He showed a lot of pace at the exit, or the latter stages of the Tier 2 Championship last season. Can he match it and go grab some good high qualifying positions for Racing Point? So far, I believe after him is going to be Ritzy Raccoon. He won 2 races in Tier 2 last season towards the latter stages and the mid stages of the season. Can he start off his streets and strong? He's right now P6 in the Alfa Romeo. That is going to be Sinkazudo. Not Sinkazudo, I'm sorry. That is Vircho going across to P14. 26.796 for the Red Bull driver on the medium compound tire. Looks like that is going to be all she wrote with 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go. I believe that is Danny Rick still out, so that's going to be the McLaren next. I believe that is going to be Q-Man.
This is not going to be good.
This lap. Zeno. Sorry. Zeno will go and start his flying lap with 1 minute 14 seconds left to go. The Renault, that is going to be killer.
Oh, Q-Man's off!
Start his. I believe he actually invalid it as me about a gas. Oh, he's actually off and out almost. That's him out of qualifying.
Whoa, what was that? Q-Man almost bended into the pit wall.
P5-4. He is now out-qualified his teammate Festus at the moment. There's a... Okay, Sweller's team is going to start his flying lap. Here comes Festus, though. He's going to start his flying lap. Can the Williams do it? Ginger, he's going to start his flying lap. That's going to be the Racing Point. That is going to be DXT Ishigo across the line. He go P9, 25.6 for him. That is going to be the Alfa Romeo of Ritzy, P2, 25.047, not quite pole. Zinkazudo will start his flying lap now. Around the final corner, that's going to be Skeppy. He's P10 in the Alfa Romeo. Can he try to rival his teammate up in P2? He's going to have to find out over the course of 15 corners at Bahrain. Vircho, it looks like he's going to box. Yes, he will. No threat from him in the lap. Zeno's going to be the first one to cross the line. Qualifying is over. Session is over. Checkered flying. The lap you have now is the lap's going to have to be done. Zeno, P7 at the moment. P2, 25.029. That is going to be the Renault. I think that's going to be Saxman. No, it's going to be Killer. He's going to box. That's P12. Not
you
enough.
Got TTM Furby coming around the final corner. He's had a purple second sector, so can he actually get this pole time? Can he get up into top 5s? No, he actually breaks off his lap and goes into the pits, so he will be starting P13.
Saxman almost lost it coming out of the final corner. I think he may have been blocked. That's another one blocked. I think that may have been Festus. No, it wasn't. It was Hendricks, who actually may be out of gas.
No, he's not out of gas. He's actually, he got held up by the Haas.
Yeah, here comes Festus, though. P8. He needs 2 tenths to out-qualify his teammate. Less than that. Can he get it? No, he can't. Williams will go to 3 of Hendricks. That is going to be Ginger. He cannot improve. P11. Here comes DXD. Like I said, already finished his lap. Here comes Sinkaizudo. He's in P6. Can he improve? P2. 24.881. That is, what is that?
Whoa, what's going on right here?
1/1000th of a second?
Swellerstream, and I think it was... Nope, Swellerstream's actually crashed on the front straight.
So that is it for Tier 2 qualifying here at Bahrain Grand Prix for Round 1 of Season 6. That is going to be it. TTM Mitch will grab pole with a 1 minute 24.874, and I was right, 7/1000th of a second separates first and second. Kaizudo will get P2 in the Red Bull, 26.881 for him. Zeno in the McLaren grabs P3 with Ritzy starting alongside him in row 2. Sweller's team and Skeppy will be alongside each other in row 3, Unsighted and Andrux. Both will be alongside each other in row 4. Festus and Ishigo will all start in the top 10, all of these guys from Mitch all the way to DXD will have to start on those soft compound tires. And the race, Ginger P11, Killer P12, Furby, our highest medium runner, will be P13, Furcho P14, Zaxman, our reigning Tier 2 champion, will be P15, Q-Man P16, Danny Rick could not improve a lap, I believe, after going through AI for a while. He's P17, and Taylor did not start a lap in P18.
No, I'm actually quite puzzled on what just happened in qualifying a little bit.
And why is that?
I mean, so many good laps. It got ruined. So many good laps.
What could have been?
What could have been a really close qualifying. All happened because one car was AI the whole quali.
I'm just saying, it's still a close call. Still, already good. That was the first one. Whoever counted it up, I made it through qualifying. It's 7 1,000ths of a second though. That's.
Hold on, we're gonna go back. Somebody kind of count how many times you stuttered.
Well, I swear to God, someone has already probably made a prediction about how long I'll make without having a stroke midstream. I made it through the first Grand Prix qualifying. Give me a round of applause. God, there's the second one.
Right now,
let's go to the race director.
10 seconds left, and I'm looking at the two Alfa Romeo boys, Ritzy and Skeppy, are looking pretty solid, both on sauce and both in the top 10. Ritzy in P4 and Skeppy in P6, right behind each other, even numbers. See them working together and get some top points here. TT and Mitch from TT and Mitch actually from Tier 3. There you go. Tier 3 from last season. He's actually showing the pace, and he's, like I said before, he's showing these people how it's done, and we can actually see him be right up there throughout the season fighting for a championship.
So what's your early prediction?
My early prediction
was already disqualified.
Oh man. My early prediction for top 3, I can see Mitch, Zeno, and my dark horse, Skeppy.
You're predicting a double alpha podium.
Yeah, I'm predicting a double
Skeppy's
alpha
gonna
podium.
kill me. Skeppy's gonna kill me. I don't know. I'm not gonna make predictions. I'm just not gonna do that. So I'm glad you said it, because I'm not doing it. But let's go through the tires. Everyone in the top 10, like I said, we'll start on those soft compound tires they did from the qualifying session. From P11 down to P17 will be on the mediums, the yellow wool and the C3 tire, the best race tire for spec and for pace, as well as degradation. So keep an eye on those guys as they go through the opening stages of the race. Taylor is the only one starting on the hards. He's going to try his famous Taylor reverse strategy that he did throughout the entire final half of Tier 2. And God, I still hate you for it, Taylor, but it worked. It just did. Let's go through the field.
How that worked?
I don't know. But actually, just to say here, the top 3 are new Tier 3 drivers. Mitch from Tier 3, Kazuto new to Tier 2, Zeno new to BRL. Then you have Ritzy, the highest Season 5 points finisher in the Alfa Romeo P4. Sweller making a strong run for why he should have probably had a better chance at a championship if he had more time last season. Skeppy. Then you have Unsighted, Drux, and Facetus, both in the Williams, both close to each other. Then you have DXD running off the top 10, and then you go throughout the field. Ginger, Killer, Furby, Furcho, Saxman. We'll see what he can do in trying to, I guess, defend his title from Season 5. Q-Man, to see what he can do. Danny Rick already off to a bad start, but he has a lot of time to do it. And Taylor, what can he do with his infamous reverse strategies? Now Taylor goes up to take the 18th position on the grid as we head now for the lights to be turned on for the first time in Tier 2 in Season 6. There we go. The lights are on. And it's 5 red lights. And it's lights out, and away we go. A really good reaction start. And a jump from Kaizudo already alongside and ahead of Mitch into turn 1. And bad start from the Alpha. And actually, good start from the Alpha, bad start for the Haas. 3 red breasts in the turn 1. Ritzy down the inside. Zeno goes around the outside. Mitch is being absolutely swallowed. Ritzy, good start from P4 up to P2. P2. Zeno stays P3. There was a crash, I believe.
Max
at the end.
Andrux has
That's
spun
Saxman.
out. Danny Rick has been disqualified, and Max Andrux has spun out. I think he got in contact with the AlphaTauri of unsighted port. But he will be starting in the back on those softs. Hopefully he can make a comeback afterwards. But man, that looked like a little dicey right there between those two AlphaTauris and this Williams driver.
It did. There was a lot of incidents. Saxman got spun around, Ginger got spun around, and Andrux got spun around. But up front, though, Kaizuto ahead of Ritzy, ahead of Zeno, ahead of Mitch. Bad start from him. First to fourth. Unsighted up to fifth, ahead of Sweller, his teammate. Festus to seventh. DXC eighth. Skeppy, bad start from 6th to 9th. Furby to 10th. Vircho, Q-Man, Taylor up to already 5 positions on the hard compounder tire. Killer may have been involved in the incident. That's why he may have been dropped back down. Andrux been spun around. Saxman, Ginger already spun around. And Danny Rick has already been disqualified from the Grand Prix. We already lost one driver. It's not even been the opening laps. Taylor got past Q-Man, actually. We're going to go through, look at this battle here. Look down around the outside. Killer on Q-Man. Gets him. Up into P13 goes the Renault driver as we go around the final corner for the first time in Bahrain.
Right now, it looks like a small slipstream train between first all the way down to, all the way down to 10th. Top 10 drivers are actually all right by
Mitch is going to go around the outside. Sorry to cut you off, but here comes Mitch on Zeno. Mitch is going to try for it. Zeno's going to give him the room. Mitch is going to get better traction going off through turn 3. Mitch to the right. Now to the left hand, trying to go see if he can go around the outside of turn 4. Can he do it? And the Haas get back that P3 in a podium spot from Zeno and the McLaren.
Mitch makes a little wobble mistake, and unsighted port is now fighting Mitch into the side of the score. Oh my God, guys! And Port gets a little contact. Oh my God, there's another
unsighted
contact.
Goes wide. Look at DXD around. Look around the outside of him, trying to fight for it. Face test trying to make an opportune moves there. As Mitch has actually only lost one, actually not even lost any positions from that fight. Zeno's got pulled away a little bit. Sweller's actually gained one on his teammate. Unsighted's lost 2. Ishigo's now battling with the Alfa Romeo of Skeppy. Those two are rivals from last season. They're going to see if he can keep it up again. Furby's in the top 10 in the medium time compounded tire. Let's see what he can do. Down the inside, DXC trying to go for it. Skeppy around the outside, trying to cut back. Trying to go around the outside and possibly can retake that position. Nothing can do there. DXC will hold on for a little bit longer. Not for long, though. There's still about 2 tenths separating those two.
Kazuto and Ritzy are actually staying together. Zeno is 1.9 seconds behind these guys. He really needs to catch up to them, not let them get away, because we all know when Kazuto and Sink gets in the front, they will check out.
Especially whenever you're outside of the DRS range, you need to be 1 second behind the car in front to activate the DRS flap, the drag reduction system of the rear wing of the cockpit, gaining that little bit of extra speed and horsepower as Killer and Andrux make a little bit of a move. I believe there's actually another move up front, trying to battle for it. Skeppy! Whoa, big slide from Skeppy. But that's going to promote Furby up into P9, trying around the outside of the Alfa Romeo, and will get up into that position. Now up into P9 for him. Andrux and Killer, they're still going side by side, going through turn 4, and the Williams will grab up into P13. He'll keep ahead of Killer. Now going to have to chase down Taylor. Speaking of Taylor, he's up into P12 now on the medium, on the hard compound tire, chasing down the Red Bull of Vircho. Taylor, big slide in the exit of turn 8. See what he can do. Closest battle. Look at these guys.
Side by side into the tightest turn. Oh, Facetas goes to the
Sweller.
Oh my gosh. Facetas gets up into P5. And you see behind him outside the port, in Ichigo. Side by side goes
the outside.
Oh my God, can he keep it? Oh, tank slapper. And he loses a front wing for that. Oh, unfortunate for Ichigo. If he would have kept that, he would have got good track position to go to this double right. Oh,
so that's
man.
going to actually help Skeppy try to go fight back against the Racing Point to the right-hand side, down the inside for the 14th corner at the Bahrain Grand Prix, and he'll go up into P8. Will DXT dive into the pit lane, possibly go onto the hard compound tire? Will he stay out? Yes, he will, but look back here. Here comes Taylor. DRS has actually been activated last lap, so now they have the power of the drag direction system. Taylor goes hand to the right-hand side and up past first show. Taylor's not done yet. He's going to try to go down the inside of Furby. Nothing doing there, but look around the outside. First show goes again. And I believe that is a yellow flag. That is
TTM Mitch.
Mitch is spun around.
Mitch is spun. What happened to Mitch?
Exit of turn 3 may have pulled a Max Verstappen, may have lost it mid-exit of the corner. There's a little bit of difficulty with traction there. We'll see how that affects him throughout the race. I don't think he has any damage. It's past Vircho as now he's going to chase down Furby up into the 9th position for the Ferrari driver, chasing down Taylor's teammate with wing damage in DXT Ishigo. Up front, Zeno has actually fallen back from Ritzy a tad bit more. Ritzy's only 8/10 behind Sinkazuro in the 1st position now for those two, pulling away. Sweller, there's a little bit of a fight here. Faceless in 4th, Sweller in 5th, Unsighted in the AlphaTauri. His teammate ahead of him, he has 1.7 seconds of a buffer to Skeppy. Can they try to go and try to double team that Williams driver and pull a bit of AlphaTauri tactics to get ahead and a double overtake going out of the front straightaway? Ishigo a little bit wide. Furby's going to get him because of the front wing damage alone. Will there be a little bit of team orders? Yes. Ishigo lets Taylor through and up into P9 for the Racing Point. Defends from Furcho a tad bit going into turn 14. Going to turn 15, though, there's going to be DRS activated for everyone. How is Furcho going to allow this to happen? He's going to stay behind the Racing Point? No, he's not. He's on the button. He's going to the right-hand side with the mediums. Andrux has actually gone down to the pit lane. He's going to go on probably to a set of mediums. Down the inside, though, Furcho on Ishigo. Ishigo fights back. He's going to keep that position for now, but there's going to be another DRS straight and another opportunity for Furcho to go after it. But no, he cannot. A little bit too far back, and I was right. Andrux does go on to the medium compound.
The two AlphaTauri drivers are actually working together to try to get rid of FaceTaz. In the Williams, he is not going anywhere, defending from 2 Alphas, fighting for his life right now. He needs a partner. He needs somebody to come help him out. Because right now, he is in the AlphaTauri sandwich and cannot get out of it. Unsighted Port is the only one that's been putting up a fight against him, but Sweller is just biding his time, waiting for the right moment to take him out of this own situation.
Sweller's going to go to the right, though. He's going to try to go for it. There's a little bit of contact between the Williams going into turn 8 and the rear wing of Unsighted. Nothing can be done there. He's going to try to continue on that fight going on into turn 12 and 13 now. He's still not close enough. A little bit of lockback from Sweller. It's going to go a little bit farther back as a little bit of the yellow flag.
Safety car!
Actually, I believe out of the race. Saxman is out.
Oh, no. Our Tier 2 champion.
Exit of turn 7.
Season.
He's got on the curb and spun around going into the entrance of turn 8. It's very doable. The curb can grab your car and snap it around. That's going to help everyone. Kaizudo's in, Ritzy's in, Zeno's in, Insider's in, Face's in. It's going to be a double stack for the AlphaTauris. That is a 5-second time penalty for FaceTaz. Williams, that's not going to be good either. That's a stop and go. He's going to have to serve that next time he goes to the pit lane or at the end of his race time. Going through, everyone comes into the compound. Everyone comes into the pits. Taylor is actually now your race leader.
Taylor is actually, his hard has actually worked out really good. Q-Man gets a big jump, but has to give up position. So we got Taylor playing Sinkazudo, Dark Q-Man, Smoking Ginger, Ritzy, Zeno, Unsighted Port, FaceTaz with a 5-second stop-go penalty. TTM Furby, Skeppy falls down to P10. As he puts on the hard compound tires as well. Sweller goes on the mediums. He's in the 11th. Killer, Furcho, Ichigo, TTM Mitch, pole sitter. He's fell down all the way to P15, but now is on medium, so he can get a good jump on these guys on hards early. And you got Max Andros, who's on another set of softs. Okay.
He actually has a 5-second stop-go for speeding in the pit lane as well. Both Williams have gotten time penalties for speeding into the pit lane. It is quite a bit slow, but I believe it's 37 miles an hour. I could be completely wrong on that.
It's 35. Maybe 35.
Close enough. Go 37, you'll still get a penalty, but hey, it's fine. Both Williams, both sped, they both have 5-second time penalties to be applied at the end of their race time. So let's go look at the position changes now that we have a little bit of a break in the action. Through 6 laps here, Taylor, who's yet to pit so far, he's started on those hard compounded tire. He's up 17 spots. He started P18 on the grid. He is now P1 at the moment, but still has yet to pit. Sinkazudo, he started in P2. He is P2. He's provisional P1, has yet to grab it because of Taylor not stopping, but Kazuto could go to the end of the race on those hard compounded tire. Q-Man, he started P16. He's P3 right now. 13 positions is his increase. He has yet to stop. He's on those medium compounded tire. Ginger, he has not yet to stop as well. He's on the mediums as well, but he's started P11. He's up to P4. Bitsy, he started P4, but he was actually provisionally P2 going into the pits, but due to Ginger, Q-Man, and Taylor all staying out, has now dropped him to P5. Zeno was behind. He's on the mediums. He's going to be P6 in the moment. He started P3. Unsighted has started P7. He is P7. Mitch actually goes down to the pits as well.
It's just pitching again, pitting again. He's thinking of another strategy. He's not going to stay on those mediums. He's actually going to go into the hards, trying to go for the long-lasting strategy. And that might be a good move for him, actually. Think about it since the safety car stayed out.
Mediums can go. I don't think the mediums can go to the end, so that.
Oh no, definitely not. No, definitely not. Definitely not.
So on with that, Frestas goes up from P9, where his starting spot, to P8 the moment. Furby goes up 4 positions from P13 to P9 on the grid. Skeppy gone down 4. He started P6. He's now P10. Sweller started P5. He's P6, but with the double stack and the mediums, it's not really going to be looking that good. And a hill to climb that is pretty big and pretty mountainous for the AlphaTauri driver. Killer, he started P12. He is P12 on the hards. He's going to go to the end of the Grand Prix. Fercho started P14. He's P13 on the hards. He's going to go to the end of the Grand Prix as well. Ishigo, he had quite a doozy with that front wing damage. He got that repaired. He's on the hards. He's down 4 positions. He started P10. He's 14. We'll see what he can do now. Endrux has had quite the doozy of the race as well, being spun around and having to pit a couple times as well. Now on to the softs. He's going to have to pit once more with a 5-second time penalty as well. Also is not going to be too beneficial for him. And like you said earlier, Mitch, our pole sitter, not had that good of a start, and the spin didn't help it as well. Now he's down to the P16, and the safety car is in this lap.
Taylor Clan would be taking the pace of this train. Let's see how he does. Will he pull a ball test? Let's see. As he slows down everybody in the pack, everybody sprinting out across the straight. Such beautiful sight of seeing all these cars. Taylor getting some heat.
16 drivers and another 22 laps as we're about to start the restart, and we're back on the gray. He's gone.
Oh, 5-second penalties for face test, Furby and Skeppy, along with Killer and Fercho.
Look at these guys, almost 3 wide going into turn 1. Ritzy got on the outside, Zeno down the inside of the Mercedes of Ginger. He's going to try to go for it and up into P4 for him. Ritzy on the outside, he's going to grab it in P5, but Ginger's not done fighting yet. He is unsighted now to his left. He's going to have another opportunity to try to hold on to that position, but those worn tires are just not going to be good enough. Around the outside for the AlphaTauri, can he go for it? Andrux is out.
Andrux is spun.
And Unsighted is up into P6. Killer and DXD are fighting. Look at these two going into the S's. Going down into turn 7 now. Killer stays ahead of DXD. Mitch goes up to P15. Fercho has actually quite lost a decent amount of positions. Has actually gone down 2 positions from the start of the Grand Prix, or the restart down there as well. Going through, anyone else has been close enough? Look at these two, though. Zeno and Q-Man are not, they're teammates at McLaren. Some team orders, baby. Down the inside of turn 11 goes Zeno, and up into P3. Got to go chase down Taylor.
Zeno just, Q-Man just let Zeno by so he can go fight these two hard compound tires, and you see Kazuto's already gotten right back up into P1 where he was in the beginning. Got rid of Taylor Clan, and now Taylor Clan is standing right behind him, not letting him go anywhere, where you got Zeno da-dum, da-dum, on those mediums right behind them 2 hard drivers. I don't know, but he's slowly creeping up.
It's Ritzy. Ritzy was looking pretty pacey going down the straight. Here he goes. Look at Q-Man. He's going to try to go down the inside, maybe defend against the Alfa Romeo, but down the inside, the AlphaTauri.
Where did Port
Unsighted
come from?
late move and gets up into him.
Oh, Q-Man goes wide, but he gets another position. So unsighted Port gets up to P4, and then Ritzy is taking advantage, getting Q-Man out the way. Ritzy going around the outside, side by side between Q-Man and Ritzy finally gets the move done up into P5 for the Alfa Romeo driver.
Looks like those old mediums are just not really giving Q-Man the grip he really needs right now. Late on the brakes, almost going into another collision, or into a collision, I'm sorry, with Ritzy into turn 8. But look at that, Q-Man and Ginger, both on those old mediums, have lost considerable amount of places to some of these newer compounder runners of Ritzy, Unsighted, Zeno. Now the next one is up. Speaking of this, Zeno and Taylor, they're going down into turn 11. Zeno got down the inside and up into P2. Trying to go chase down Kazuto in the Red Bull. Now he's going to unleash Unsighted to go chase.
Oh my God, Taylor gets
a Taylor, who almost loses it.
He keeps the car. What a save by Taylor Clan.
One more degree of rotation, I think Taylor would have been gone. What a save.
But this is exactly what Zeno needed. He needed to get around Taylor and chase down Kazuto because Kazuto is on the hards. He cannot let Kazuto get away. He will check out in this race.
But look at Ginger. Sorry to cut in. Here comes Ginger. Now here comes Faceless. Here comes everyone's here now. DRS is enabled.
Oh,
contact hard in the wall. Two
Ginger
cars out.
hard into the wall. Faceless is along with him with no front wing. Ginger is gone, and now we get another safety car. 4 cars are out in this race, and we barely even got past 10 laps. Actually, we just got on the lap 10. Jeez, man.
I mean, it looks like there Ginger tried to pull out to go around the outside of Q-Man and just caught. I mean, Faceless was there as well, and they both hooked and got into the wrong. And unfortunately, that was the end of Ginger, and has left Faceless with no front wing as he understeers off the track.
I don't think Ginger would expect the Faceless to be there, to be honest. It looked like he didn't even see him.
This may actually help guys along the likes of Zeno, Unsighted.
Q-Man.
Definitely Q-Man.
Yeah, Q-Man definitely needed this one. He definitely needed this one. Oh, yeah.
It may actually hurt Taylor even more because he doesn't need a safety car. That's why he's on this hard strategy. He needs everyone to take each other out. That's what he needs. So he can get an opportunity. That's basically what that's Taylor's reverse strategy. It always works. I don't know how. It just does.
Well, Taylor and Q-Man are the only 2 drivers that have not made a stop. I'm pretty sure both of them will be going into this lap, trying to put on some new set of tires. Taylor possibly going up to the mediums. Actually, not possibly. He gotta go on the mediums and going on to the hards. We have yet to see Q-Man switch on the tires, so I can see hards going to the end for Q-Man. He'll be on fresh hards as well, so that could play into his little strategy.
Q-Man pits. Oh, almost collision. Sweller almost in the back of Q-Man. Skeppy's in. Face Test is obviously in.
Zeno goes onto the hards. Q-Man also goes onto the hards. So hards for both of the McLaren drivers. Sweller goes onto mediums, and Skeppy gets held up in the pits. All these guys going past him. In a 5-second, okay.
I believe, yep. Face Test had a 5. I think he just served all 10 seconds for the Williams driver. Yes, he did. Now he has a front wing change, so that's going to be good for him. No penalty infraction going to his time at the end of the Grand Prix. Actually, no, he's only 5.
He's only one of them, yeah.
I forgot how rule books work. So yeah, he only has 5 seconds to the end of his race time. Vircho has a 5. Killer and Furby both have 5s to be served at the end of the race or in the next pit stop. Everyone else has gone on. Sweller, Skeppy, and Faces have all gone on to the mediums. I don't think they can make it. No, it could be close with them. Because they can take about, what, 13?
13,
take
yeah,
13
to 14
easy.
laps. It'll be close.
So, let's see here. The safety car stays out 2 to 3 more laps. I could see them maybe stretching it enough. It's going to be close.
Right now, we see Kazuto is your race leader, and he also has the fastest lap of this race. So that's like double. That's double the benefits for him. That's stutter right now. Yeesh.
Hey, you'll learn. You just get used to it. You make fun of it. And 26 points right now goes to the Red Bull driver of Kazuto. And right now it is a Red Bull power, or a Honda powered technically, if you want to get all technical with me and slap you. It's a Honda powered 1-2, Ritzy P3, who is the highest Season 5 Tier 2 driver. Kazuto is the highest new, I guess you could say, tier. I mean, he's not new to BRL by any means, but he's new to Tier 2. Unsighted goes in the middle of both.
Taylor Clan goes into the pits. Sorry to cut you off. Taylor goes into the pits. What is he going to go on? He should be going on mediums to the end. But actually, we all know Taylor Clan. He knows how to stretch his tires, so we can see him being up there fighting and be able to stretch those mediums to the end. As Face Taz goes into the pits again.
He's going to serve the other 5. Probably going another set of medium. Yes, he is. Was that a hard? That is a hard, yeah. He's going to go on the hards. Go to the end.
As he serves his other 5 seconds to get that out the way. Good move.
He was last anyway, so there's no, I guess, there's nothing really to lose if you serve that 5 again and go on those hards, which you know can go to the end of the road.
Smart 5 lap of hards.
Driver. Yeah, it's better than having to take mediums 17 laps.
Right.
Because if you didn't tune in to Tier 4, last night, and I know Zach's going to kill me for saying this, but I don't care. Stop. He got a puncture with 18-lap-old 18-lap-old hards. So imagine what the drivers have to do to keep their 18-lap-old mediums at minimum to avoid a puncture there. So keep in mind, punctures are a thing that can happen here, especially with the high degradation, especially with the temperatures. And I mean, I don't know if this is even a thing in Codemasters games because, you know, why would it be? But think about it realistically. Sand. This is a desert. Sand on the track.
But you also got the benefits of us as viewers. We also got the benefits of all these fights that's going to be happening. Even they try to take those mediums to the end, you still got think about it. Who am I going to be fighting on this on these last few laps? Who am I going to be pitting against? Because you never know what's going to happen after the safety car restarts. The safety car is going in this lap. Cinquezito takes control. Is he going to do the same thing as he gets a 5-second penalty for touching port?
I don't even think that was a hit.
That was not. Where did that even come from? Oh, port gets all over the back of him.
And he's gone.
Port said, nope, I'm right here with you. Ritchie as well said, I'm right here with you. The top three is all checking out. TT and Furby got slept on.
Even DXC's going to probably go for it. DXC around the outside going into turn 1 on the Renault of Killer. He's going to go for it. He's going to get it. A little bit of contact, but he's up to P5. Mitch is actually going to go for it as well. Oh, they both spun again. Killer and Mitch are out at the exit of turn 3. It's the second time the Haas has been rearward at that corner. Killer is now involved in this one as well. Both of them are going to be backwards now. I'm going to try to take those hards into the Grand Prix. They're going to have to hope for another safety car. I believe no penalties have been avoided from that so far, but we could see a steward's inquiry after the Grand Prix has been finished. Back up front, Kaizuto has still gotten a little bit ahead, though.
Taylor playing disposing Dark Q-Man.
Ooh, Taylor and Q-Man.
Yep.
Gets ahead.
Taylor gets ahead, and he quickly disposes Q-Man. He's looking to get up the field as quickly as he can. He is not trying to waste no time behind these guys. He's on the newest the newest mediums. Oh my gosh, the newest medium tires is on the grid. So Taylor is looking to get up there quick as possible as he can. God damn.
Well, if you watch through turn 12, there's had a little bit of a twitch going through turn 11 into 12. That almost looks like it actually could probably help Skeppy with his fresh mediums go and attack the back of that McLaren. But up front, we could possibly see another McLaren go on attack for Furcho. Zeno on the 2-lap-old hards compared to Furcho's 7. He's going to go to the right-hand side, down the inside, looking for it, down into turn 1. He's going to go for it. Oh, way too deep. He's going to go switch back for the Red Bull of Furcho. Can he possibly get it? They give each other space. Good racing there. Skeppy's going to have a good view of this. Zeno gets past. Now Skeppy's going to try to go against Furcho around the outside of turn 4. Can the Red Bull go for it? He's going to round the outside. The Alfa Romeo will go for it, but don't look now. Here comes the other Alfa, the Alfa Tauri this time. But this time, I don't think Sweller's close enough to go for it. Oh, deep into turn, I believe that was turn 5. Just nothing doing there, but look, Sweller's going to try to look for it again. Another peak. Taylor's going to go for it around, switch back, cut back. Look at these two back, face test. Q-Man, they're going for it. Down into turn 10. It looks like everyone's kind of sorted out. It's not really an overtaking move going into turn 10 itself, much less with 2 cars.
Right now, we see some close fighting, and Killer is all the way in the back by himself, just taking a little joyride. Sorry to see it, man. You had a good position. But as we get up to the front, we see the top 10 drivers are still with each other like before the safety car. They're still with each other, still all close battling. Love it. Love to see it. Taylor is going to get all right on the back of Sweller. Can you get a good exit as Furcho checks up a little bit? Taylor's going to get the double slipstream. As Sweller makes a move on the inside of Furcho, Taylor right behind him, not going to let him go nowhere. Is Taylor going to go for a move on Sweller as well? Can he get a double overtake? Oh, Sweller checks up a little bit. Furcho gets on past Taylor again. Furcho on the inside of Taylor. Oh, and then Sweller keeps the move. Is Taylor going to get right past Furcho? Saying, give me that position back. You don't belong there. As he's going to be sitting right there in P9, right behind Sweller. Ooh. Add little corners for
front,
Taylor a little bit.
Look at this, though. I believe, if I'm mistaken, Unsighted, was he behind Ritzy?
No, right. Ritzy and Unsighted has been fighting this whole time, so there's been a little ding-dong battle between these two as well.
Well, regardless, they are both about 2 seconds behind Kaizuto, which is not good indeed if they're going to try to go and challenge for that race victory. DRS will be enabled coming to the start-finish line this lap, so you could possibly have the DRS drag racing to subdue your advantage if you're within a second of the car in front. Right now, the only one that is not within a second of the car in front, that is Sweller on Skeppy. He does not have DRS. Facetus on Fercho doesn't have DRS, but Fercho also doesn't have DRS on Taylor, so keep in mind that battle as well. Going through the closest battle we have is Skeppy and Zeno, not too far away between these two Canadians fighting it out. One on the mediums, one on the hards. What can they do going down into turn one? They both have DRS. That is a yellow flag, and that, I think, is Mitch. Maybe just let it go yellow flag, because I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Look at Furby, though. I think he just went around the outside of DXD, or DXD trying to make for a move. Nothing doing there for either of them. It still goes Furby ahead of Ichigo in the racing points.
Furby is kind of losing connection a little bit. I just saw some red X's for Furby a little bit. So maybe you see Ichigo probably gave him position so he doesn't get it taken out. Never know. We did see some connection issues just now. Well, I did.
Going through, there's about 13 and a half laps to go left in the Tier 2 Championship in Season 6 of Breakout Racing League. There's still a lot to play for. The podium positions are nowhere near settled. 2 seconds the gap between Kaizuto and Port right now is on the 9-lap-old mediums. Can he make that go to the end of the Grand Prix? I highly doubt it. We have the hardrunners of Furby and Ritzy. They're going to be behind him. But look at Furby, though. He has a 5-second time penalty. That is going to be applied at the end of his race time. Go look at that real quick. There we go. But so does Kaizuto. So could we possibly see some guys cut onto the podium penalties? There it goes.
I think Kaizuto must be really frustrated right now to get that 5-second penalty. He really does not need that. He's been clean this whole race out and just trying to check out. But he got that 5-second penalty hanging over his head. Hopefully that doesn't play a huge factor, but he needs to get a 5-second gap to the person in second if he wants to keep his first win.
Ritzy got a little bit of an X-make on the exit of turn 3, but here comes Furby up around the right-hand side, down the inside of turn 4, and here comes, look at Zeno and DXD going in turn 4 again. Oh, contact!
Oh my God, Zeno gets around!
Not another spin for a driver in Tier 2 after the close fighting we've had. No! Ritzy now going to try to fight on the back of Furby. He's going to try to fight back for P3. DXD could possibly have a steward's inquiry coming his way at the end of the Grand Prix as well. You never know with how this is going. DRS is gone. Furby does not have DRS on Unsighted. Ritzy does on Furby. Can he possibly make a move going down into turn 3 or turn 11? Not close enough for the Alfa Romeo. On DXD's safe from behind from Skeppy, who by the way has actually slowly made his way back up to P6.
As we all know, these are equal cars, but we gotta note that Ferrari engines 3, 4, and 6 plays sandwiching a Mercedes engine right now. TT and Furby in the Ferrari, Ritzy and Skeppy, 2 teammates fighting to get up into the top 5. Skeppy is trying to get on the move on Ichigo. He's not trying to let Ichigo get nowhere. As Ichigo has a little bit of a wobble, but gets it under control. Skeppy has DRS. Can he get up to the back of Ichigo on this front straight? I don't know, but as we get up a little bit further, we see Furby trying to defend from Ritzy. Ritzy's just buying this time, not trying to make any sudden moves, but he's going to have to make a move soon.
Look at the ERS battle here. Ritzy has 55%. There's 35 to Furby. DXD has 14, 19 to Skeppy. Right now, Ritzy has the most battery deployment to his Alfa Romeo that can be deployed at any time he wants, which is going to be a big, big, big help for him as going wide as Skeppy through turn 7, going into off the curb. Now, keep in mind that these guys, they don't have penalties right now. All these guys do not have penalties. The only one that actually does have a penalty that is based off of actual time or track limits is Taylor. 3-second time penalty. Fercho has a fine that can be removed if he does not serve if he does not pit or if he goes through the stewards. Same with Furby and same with Kaizuto. So keep in mind that those could be removed. Taylor's cannot. closest battle on track at the moment is.
It's still 3-6 right now. That's the closest battle we got so far. Oh, actually, we got Taylor trying to get on the back of Swaller. He's still trying to chase Swaller down. Taylor's on 1 lap newer mediums than Swaller is, so he could possibly do it. But he's going to have to do it soon because that 3-second penalty is going to be hanging over him. He's going to need to make some ground, and Swaller gets a good exit and just brings some little gap, as much gap as he can to Taylor. So he's really not trying to let Taylor catch up to him, as Swaller is trying to catch up to the back of Skeppy. But he's still got these 3 guys, these 4 guys from 3-6 is still right there with each other, buying their time.
It looks like they can't get close enough. Ritzy's been trying as best he can to go catch Furby and kind of take that 3rd place back. He just keep closer, but just not enough time straight away to get that move done. By the way, let's go point out, Unsighted has actually caught Sinkaizudo a bit. The gap between those 2 guys were about, what, 2.5 or so before whenever Unsighted was just kind of barely off the back of Furby and Ritzy. Now they're down to 1.6, 1.5 almost. The Alpha Tauri against the Red Bull driver. Maybe they can try to go. Maybe Unsighted can take those mediums today. He still has a long way to go. He's 11 laps. It's a long last for the mediums.
As we look at the positions gained right now, we got Taylor and Furby tied right now with 10 positions gained. So they're looking at top driver of the day. They can keep this the positions they are now, but we don't know about Taylor because he still got that 3-second time penalty. And TTM Furby has a 5-second, but as you said earlier, those 5 seconds can be taken away due to Codemasters being Codemasters.
Especially with Kaizudo's importance one, but keep in mind though, he's not always given. DXD giving a little bit of a wiggle, trying to make sure and discourage Skeppy from going down the inside of turn 1 of the racing point. It does not happen that way. DXD has no DRS, or no ERS at the back of his name. That's why the flashing light goes on to his racing point. That little light at the back indicates his battery levels are a little bit lower. Skeppy got really close to the back of the racing point that time. Both of them have a similar amount of ERS range as each other, about 11 to 19.
Skeppy takes a little bit too much curb on that turn. But I'll say this, we can see Ritzy, Ichigo, and Skeppy staying with each other throughout the season because they all know how much pace they complement with each other. They know they can give each other a good battle. So this could be a solid fight between these 3 drivers, teammates, and Ichigo.
I still want to point out real quick, Unsighted has dropped off the back of Kaizudo by about 0.6 and is now in the DRS range of Furby. Is that a mistake, or is that the tires finally wearing off the Alpha Tauri? Keep that in check. We have about 10 or so laps to go, coming to 9 at the stripe. Have enough time to see if those mediums can't make it. It looks like they can already start to die off. Everyone has DRS now, which is going to discourage Ritzy from taking those overtaking moves. And actually, yeah, there you go. Unsighted goes into the box.
Unsighted said enough is enough. These tires are falling off, so I have to pit. There he goes. He's going on to another set. Oh, he's going on to softs.
Yep, softs can make it the end of the Grand Prix. Keep in mind, he could possibly go for the fastest lap, yeah.
But if I'm not mistaken, only the top 10 can get the extra.
That is correct. The top 10 are the only drivers that can have that fastest lap point awarded to their name, so you have to complete the top 10. Which I think is doable, because everyone around him is on the hard compounded tire, actually. Now, Q-Man, Mitch, Zeno.
Oh, and Q-Man spins around. Speaking of Q-Man, he loses control. Wonder what happened there. He probably clipped the curve and lost the tank. And Unsighted is disconnected. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on.
That's not good at all. He has just put those softs on. That's not what he needs. Just realized here, at the moment, if this stays like it is, the podium is going to be a lot different than you think it is.
Right?
Never mind, take it back. Skeppy's been awarded a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, so that is another one that cannot be removed due to track limits, which means that he's probably going to be out of the podium. At the moment, with his 5-second time penalty, that would put Kaizudo behind Skeppy if he didn't grab that time penalty, which actually would put him behind Sweller at the moment. stays like it is, it will actually put him ahead of him. So that's the gap right now. That 0.3 between and Sweller. That 5-second time is the difference between first and sixth. That's how close it is right now in Tier 2.
I'll say this: if things stay like it is right now, my prediction could come to fruition. Just saying. Hey, just gonna put that out there. I did say the Romeo drivers are gonna be up there with each other, working together to get these top fives, possibly even 2 podiums for each other.
Think about it though. It's still a big ask for the tires. Look at this: Skeppy, Sweller, Taylor, 10 laps and 9 laps respectively for those tires. They still have about 7.5 laps to go. That's going to be about 17 and 16 laps on those. Can they last that long? And speaking of that, can the hards last that long?
Right, the top 4 are 15 laps. The top 4 are 15 lap old hards. So they're basically in the same situation as the 2 medium drivers.
This has turned into a tire game. Whose tires gonna blow up first?
Yeah, whose tires can actually last? Whose tires actually have that extra strength to stay on? As we come down to the final 7 laps of this race.
Once he stays behind, looks like he was probably thinking about going down the inside of Furby into turn 1. He thinks better of it, but he still has that DRS, better traction, I think, from the Alfa Romeo. Furby goes a little bit defensive, trying to figure out where he wants the Alfa Romeo to go. He decides to stick to the racing line, trying to make him go down the inside. Nothing to do there. As he stays in the P3 position. DXC's actually fallen off the back a tad from seeing the Alfa Romeo. Now Skeppy could be a great candidate to get past Ichigo's Racing Point if he's not careful. Big lockup going into turn 7 from turn 8 into the Racing Point. So we'll see what he can do coming straight, especially with the drag rush system towards the Alfa Romeo of Skeppy. DXD doesn't have DRS. That's going to be big.
He's going to fall into punches to Skeppy as Skeppy gets a good run. He's now using no overtake, so he's trying to save that ERS for the front straight. Good idea by Skeppy as he is on the medium compound tires. He's actually on the fresher tires than the hards are, so he's in a good position as he's looking a little close to Ichigo. Ichigo goes to the inside, gets a little wobbly, but Skeppy goes around the outside, gets past Ichigo. Q-Man spins out, and he's retired from this race.
Virtual safety car.
Whoa, TT and Furby just dives into the pits at the right time.
Ooh, so does Furby gets in, Skeppy gets in, Sweller gets in, Bastus gets in. So that promotes Zeno up to P6, Fercho to P5. Taylor is now like a Racing Point 3-4. Can Taylor make his tires go to the other Grand Prix? We'll have to see. Ritzy is now up into P2 with Furby's pitting. Everyone's now onto the soft compounded tire. The gap between Zeno and Skeppy is 11 seconds. Zeno is up into turn 4. Skeppy's in the exit of turn 2 right now. Is that going to be enough time? Those 4.5 laps or so to get the Alfa Romeo and both Alpha Tauris. Furby, Hephaestus, and even Mitch, if possible. How far can they go?
We all know it's the last 5 laps
of
this race. Oh, TT and Mitch gets a drive-through penalty. Oh, man.
It's gone from bad to worse for Mitch.
The last 5 laps of this race, new saws can actually carry you a good distance away. So we can see Skeppy being on the back of Zeno in the next lap or so, actually.
It's 9 seconds away from the McLaren driver. Furby and Unsighted, they're having a little bit of a battle there. Unsighted not in the lobby, obviously, so that's going to really hurt his chances of finding his way back into the points paying position. He's P10 right now.
One thing I just noticed, look at the 2 Racing Point drivers, 3 and 4.
I would like to point out, this is not the first time DXD has had a teammate this far behind him with the closing stages of the laps. Ironically, last season, in Season 5 of the Renault camp, it was me and him. Can he hold on? Last time he just went too deep in turn 10 on the final lap, and that cost him a P2, which was very, very devastating indeed. He ended up getting a P3. but can he try to hold on to beat Taylor for the first race here in Season 6? We'll have to keep in mind Taylor a bit aggressive, but can Taylor's tires make it? Faces with 3 second time penalty. Those warnings that it's going to be applied. His race timing cannot be removed by the stewards unless he is given an unfair. So contact
between
the racing points.
Ichigo looking a little slow on those 18-lap old hards. Would Taylor just go around and go try to put the pressure on Ritzy, back him up into Ichigo? That would be a good move for the 2 racing points. They could possibly get P2 and P3. They work together on this.
Possible. DXT's at 3.7 second gap. Ritzy. Ritzy's at 4.2. Right now it looks like everyone's in no man's land in the top 3 other than with the 2 racing points, because behind those 2, Vircho is 4.4, but keep in mind, like you said, it's been about a lap or so. Skeppy's now 6.4, but he's not done yet. Look at the guys behind him, Sweller, Furby. They're giving a big fight, and they're giving Skeppy an opportunity to really push and not make any mistakes. As DXC and Taylor have switched positions down the inside, goes Taylor into turn 1, and that'll
there it
promote
is.
him up
There's that
into
switch.
P3.
There's that switch. There's that team order. And now Taylor on mediums, 13 laps, he can go fight Ritzy. He has little tire percentage advantage on everybody else around him, so he can help pull Ichigo along with him to get up to Ritzy Raccoon. Like I said, Racing Point looking really solid right now.
Furby and Sweller have a switch of positions. Looks like Sweller may have gotten a little bit oversteer moment in the exit of turn 1. That got Furby up with the opportunity moment to grab that P8 away from him. He's already actually served that 5-second time penalty as well, so he cannot remove that penalty. That is now applied to his time, and nothing can be done about it. Skeppy has the 3-second time penalty. Let's go look at the penalties, actually. That'd probably be smart, wouldn't it? 5 to Kazuto. The gap between him and Taylor is 4.2. Actually, no, it's not. There you go. It's 7.9. So the only one that could benefit from this 5-second time penalty is Ritzy. Ritzy could grab a win here.
Ritzy is potentially be able to grab a win. He is 3.8 seconds behind Saint Kazuto. And also, yeah, no. Taylor won't be able to move up. But Ichigo will be able to move up from Taylor.
Oh, yeah, that's indeed. He just needs to stay within those 3 seconds. We're now on that 27-29 here at the Bahrain Grand Prix in round 1 of the Season 6 of the Breakout Racing League. We have 3 more laps around this 3.633 mile circuit, 15 corners. That means about 45 corners left for the drivers to negotiate going into the final laps.
I'll say this right now. Watching Ichigo, he looks like he's nursing those hards to try to get to the end, so just like you said earlier, the hards are going to be a little bit on the edge to braking. So Ichigo is right now the only hards driver looking like he's nursing his tires, but as Ritzy locks up the front left, I got an engine glitch from him. I don't like that. Never mind. Let's skip that.
Well, Mitch has the fastest lap of the Grand Prix with a 27.038. Like we said earlier, you have to be in the top 10 to get the fastest lap point. You need to get within that top 10 to grab that. I just said that. Why am my brain dead all of a sudden? All right, all of a sudden. Okay, we'll move on. Going on to about 2 laps to go in the Grand Prix. Kazuto going into turn 14 now. He has 3.6 seconds to get separating him in the Alfa Romeo Ritzy. Like we said, that 5-second time penalty to Kazuto that could possibly be removed, so it's not final. But at the moment,
Ritzy will be your Bahrain winner.
Yeah, still 2 laps. Because we thought that about Zach, and then Zach had a puncture.
But at the same time, you still got Saint Kazuto and Ritzy still on the same lap of tires, so they both can actually get a puncture. And then Taylor could just waltz up, say, thank you, come again. With 15-lap mediums.
Furby gets past Skeppy from P7 in the soft camp. This is the battle of the soft camp. They're about 3 seconds behind Zeno. Is there going to be enough time? It just looks, it's just probably not enough. But 1.5 laps or so is really what's going to separate the McLaren and the Ferrari here. But it looks, nope, it's already there. 1.1.
Skeppy is really going to be dropping that order to P9 because that 3-second time penalty is hanging over his head, and it's really not going to help him out in this points for his team. I don't know if pitting for Skeppy would have been a good move, to be honest. I think he should have stayed out. Taylor Clinton's doing well on the mediums as well, and Skeppy was on newer tires on mediums, if I'm not mistaken.
I think he may have been 1 lap older, but still, it's still not that big of a deal or big of a bigger factor. I mean, obviously, once you get towards the latter stages, 15, 16, 17, it will be. But it looks like it hasn't really dropped off Taylor that much. But let's also keep in mind the gap is not only for P1 as we go on to the final lap at the Grand Prix here in Tier 2. Kaizuto leads Ritzy 3.8 seconds. He needs to stay within 5. Taylor, looks like he's going to be P3 at the moment, but 2.5 seconds is the gap. He needs to stay outside of 3 seconds to get that P3 for the Racing Point driver, as he has a 3-second time penalty. Fercho in P5 right now. Look at this. He also has a time penalty. He has 5 seconds as Furby goes around down the inside of Zeno, around the outside of him, and the Ferrari gets around the McLaren. There we go.
Oh, we got swallowed that spun on the curb. Ooh, he's lost it, and Skeppy's gotten past, so Skeppy can get Skeppy actually has already a gap, so he can keep P8. That has helped him out in this situation. He's on the back of Zeno now. Skeppy can also get rid of Zeno. Oh, as he locks up into Zeno a little bit, going into the turn. Oh my gosh, that was a little close to losing his front wing on the final lap. Zeno was defending for his life.
3.1. He's out of Taylor's gap, but look at Ritzy and Kaizuto. Kaizuto's doing a 1-lap final push. He has about 5 tenths. Is Ritzy nursing, or is Kaizuto really pushing? But here we go. It's been a long 3 months indeed, but it's finally back. Racing in Breakout Racing League, and it's finally over in round 1. Sing Kaizuto is your winner here at Bahrain for round 1 of Tier 2. Ritzy comes across the line. He's within 5 seconds. Ritzy Raccoon is a winner in BRL Tier 2 for the 3rd straight year. Taylor comes across to finish P3. DXD will come across P4. Taylor will easily get driver of the day from 18th to 3rd from him. Vercho gets passed by Furby with the time penalty. Zeno goes up to P6. Vercho down to P7. Skeppy P8. Sweller, what could have been? He's P9 after the spin on the penultimate lap. Face test in P10 will grab the final points paying position. Mitch, what could have been and what could have gone wrong is what he would have said after qualifying. And it has gone wrong. Everything's gone wrong. It's just not the day that Mitch has been hoping for. It was not even getting a points finish, but unsighted. He's not even been able to get back into the lobby, but he could even get P11 too. Mitch crosses the line once again. What could have been. But P11 on track for the Haas driver. Unsighted comes across the line to get a P11 through penalties, and Killer comes across through turn 13 now with 2 corners left to go to finish P13 in Tier 2 round 1 at the Bahrain Grand Prix. We lost Q-Man on the exit of turn, I believe it was turn 10. We lost Ginger on the front straightaway. We lost Andrux also in, I believe, turn 3, and we lost the other. And yep, like I said, Taylor gets driver of the day. That's pretty obvious. 18th, 3rd from Taylor, and a great drive once again from the Racing Point. Like I said, the infamous Taylor strategy just works.
Once again, we got Taylor with the really out of nowhere strategy with Hards. The 2 safety cars helped him out, and he's on the podium even with the 3-second time penalty. He got it. He's completed what he wanted to do.
That is indeed, like we said, though, the 5-second time penalty could be removed by Kaizuto if he does choose to appeal it, which is probably obviously what the racing driver inside of him will want to do. But we'll go through the final classifications for Tier 2, Round 1 of Season 6 at Bahrain. Ritzy Raccoon is your race winner with Sing Kaizuto could have been with the 5 seconds. We just don't know yet. He's P2. Taylor, the DXD, the Racing Point 3-4, great day for them. They're now the championship leaders, I believe, in the constructors. Furby is P5. Zeno on his debut, P6. Fercho, P7, also on his debut. Skeppy, P8. Sweller, P9, and the final points paying position goes to Feistus. Unsighted gets P11. Mitch with the fastest lap, but he will not grab that point with P12. Killer for P13. Q-Man, we lost him. DNF. Ginger, DNF. Andrux, DNF. Saxman, our reigning Tier 2 champion, not off on the right foot. DNF as well, and Danny Rick was disqualified after not even getting to start the Grand Prix. that was a fun 29 laps here in Tier 2. Tune in next week on track for the Vietnam Grand Prix, but don't go anywhere, as we need to invite the podium sitters into the party. Which was supposed to be your job, but, you know, I'll let you pass.
I was getting to it, okay?
No. You know what? You're not doing it fast enough. I bully Ritzy, now I get to bully you, because you got first not in the lobby, now you don't even invite the guys. God.
Okay. I was
You know
getting to it, alright? I already sent the invite.
Disappointment. Disappointment.
Okay.
Disappointment. Hopefully he didn't leave, because, you know...
Kazuto left.
Someone didn't invite him. Oh, good job.
Look, I was getting the invites out, okay? Oh.
Where are you? Where are you?
Oh my god. Yo, who has Kazuto added?
I got him. Don't worry about it, because no,
Okay.
I invited him. We'll see. If he doesn't join, well, that's just kind of unfortunate. Alright, well, obviously, I guess... I don't know if you watch the Tier 2 streams, Echo. Ritzy probably knows. Ritzy, you want to do the honors and tell him what you need to do?
What am I doing?
You know what to do. You've been here before. What does Echo get to do? Is the what is his job now?
I don't know.
Alright, Ritzy.
Betrayed me, so I can't tell you.
Ritzy, you're okay. You know what? Why do I ask you questions?
You was my pick in the beginning of the race to get
Nope,
all
nope,
podium.
nope, Echo, nope,
Oh,
Echo,
that's
nope.
What?
Nope. You do 3 and 4, or you what?
Oh,
What?
3
God,
and 4.
we really doing
2 and
that?
3.
3
Go
and
ahead.
4.
Go ahead. Come on.
Yeah, get DXD here. No, do 2 and 3, and I do the winner. That's how it works.
Yeah, come on, Echo, catch up, dude.
I asked you to explain it, Ritzy. You're not much better.
I know. Like your brain
Don't
cells
think just because you drive now doesn't mean I can't bully you.
I'm the driver.
I'm being
You can't bully me.
I'm being bullied.
Yeah, you know what? You deserve the bullying. You don't join the lobby, and then you don't invite them to the party. You know what? You deserve it.
What? Okay. Anyway, all this extra. Taylor,
Yeah,
Alright, go to
let's start with you. Hard in the beginning, and you got all the way to P3, man. Tell us how your race went and how you felt with your amazing and crazy strategy that worked once again.
So it's classic tradition. I start last and
I hate your
somehow
strategy.
manage in the podium, or in the top 5 anyway. So yeah, hard and medium was supposed to be one of the best strats coming in. So definitely something I wanted to try and, you know, test. Seeing that I normally don't start in the front, so I was gonna ride around in the back for a little bit, and then yeah, first safety car happened. Everyone went down. Tried to keep up best I could. Second safety car happened. I was like, all right. I've got no bailouts here, so Neymar was on the party. He was like, just pit for medium, see what happens. So took those 17 laps, or 75% at the end. It was a crazy race.
Okay. And how did you feel about you and your teammate fighting for the last few laps for that last podium? How did you feel that he was right there on the back of your neck, just waiting for you to mess up?
It was definitely nerve-wracking starting the last lap when he was 2.5 behind, because that 3-second penalty definitely threw things in a loop, and it did not help me whatsoever. So, yeah, stressful, but pushed through it. Got a P3 out of it.
And how you think your team will fare in Vietnam for the next race?
Track I have not done line yet with, so be a little bit of practicing, so nothing I could say yet.
Okay. Gotcha.
Alright, so we'll go to me now, because obviously, since Kazuto did not join the party, he's a little bit frustrated, which is very, very understandable. So we possibly could see a steward's inquiry coming in the coming,
Sync one.
coming minutes, actually.
He won, don't worry.
So, I mean, yeah, I'm
I'm here for the champagne.
I mean, he literally didn't even get hit. So, I mean, it's kind of a BS penalty, if I'm honest. But we'll go to Ritzy. Obviously, you won provisionally on track.
I won.
Technically.
Hey, if anyone tells you otherwise, I won, alright? Me.
Yeah, technically he won. You know, so that's it. In the stream now, he won. All right.
Alright, thank you guys,
Okay.
bye-bye.
So,
No, I'm playing.
no. You get to say you ain't off that easy. All right. So, You always said it to me, especially last season, right? That you suck in the first part of the season, which is why you never can win a championship. Cap. Cap. You just won a race here, right? Opening round. Does this give you confidence now in the rest of the Grand Prix to actually, I don't know, step up and get your head in the game and actually go win a championship? Yes, I'm directing this at you, Ritzy. You actually should win a championship. There's nothing else to... Please, do it.
No, I'm gonna bottle it. Don't worry. Sync's probably gonna win.
Don't do that.
Sync's so fast, dude, that I can't keep up with him.
Yeah, you know what?
I'm a bottle
Anyway,
it.
so... Don't bottle it then. How about that?
That's too hard. I can't tell you. I don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, yeah, at least you can drive, unlike me. So.
Wait,
All right.
you know how to drive? How do you drive?
No.
Oh.
Dude, I can't actually help you. So.
Oh.
Anyway, moving on. So from the Grand Prix, you obviously qualifying was pretty hectic, and from there, starting from P4 and then just having that great start up to P2. From there, it looks like it was just almost, I guess, kind of a just in gear just throughout the rest of the race, either P2, P3, or fighting along, trying to catch sync. Is it possible that you thought you were going to be that high going into Bahrain?
Well, I mean, I did some practice here and there, and definitely the race in realistic helped, so I could like get a feel of the track and everything. But I kind of wasn't expecting anything less than P5, and if I did get, then that's kind of very bad for me. But you know, hey, this works too.
Well, now, like we said, Vietnam is the next race of the calendar. How do you think you'll fare it there? Because I believe you say that you're a devil's advocate for this track being on the calendar, which I hate you for, but you like it, which I can't discriminate for that. How do you think you'll do there?
Well, I'm pretty sure you're already discriminating, but you know,
that's not discriminating unless you make it discriminating, and you didn't make it discriminating.
All right, so for
okay.
Vietnam, I feel like
I'm canceled.
Wait, can I speak? Because if I'm correct, I'm the one being interviewed.
Yeah, just go. God.
Yeah, so for Vietnam, I don't know, I feel like it's gonna be good. I like the track, as you said. It's not that bad, except for when you hit the wall, then it sucks. But yeah, I feel like I should be there. Well, if I'm even there in the first place. But you know, should be good.
I mean, you should show up. It's kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. I doubt it.
You're the only person.
I don't know if I'm
You're
gonna
the
show
only
up.
person I think that actually wants this track on the calendar.
Oh, I
You
know.
better show up.
Yeah, we'll see. It's not up to me.
All right. Well, okay then. Okay, I don't. And Lex, you want to say anything, Echo?
I'm all good here.
Alrighty. Well, that'll pretty much do it on track and through the interviews from me and Echo up at the booth. I'm Hey Catcher once again. Hope you have a wonderful day throughout and a wonderful night. If you are just going to tune off the stream, go to bed. That's very cool. I wish I could do the same, but I can't sleep. Anyway, make sure to tune in next. Actually, tune in tomorrow for ACC. Actually, no, correction.
Tier 1.
We don't stream that anymore. Tune in, like, I don't know, what, 20 minutes or so from now for the Tier 1 stream at round 1. You'll listen to Rick James's smooth voice.
Smooth operator.
Smooth. Anyway, listen to Rick James and Q-Man go through and talk us through the opening round of the Tier 1 drivers at the Bahrain Grand Prix. But make sure to also tune in on Monday for Tier 5 and Tier 6, also at Bahrain for their season opener as well. But that's it for us on the truth. Stroke.
Us at the truth.
Echo, do it. Please help.
Oh my god. That is it for us in the booth. This is Catcher and Echo 3x3 signing out. Thank you guys for joining us for Tier 2.
Thank you, Echo.
Give us your
Bye.
money.